What's up, guys? This is Bang and Dang. We are the Mouthy Michiganders back again for another episode of the world famous Outlaws and Gunslingers. You know, I'm gonna be like 100% honest with you guys. This one's all about Deadwood, and
very disappointing.
Deadwood isn't what you see on the HBO series.
Deadwood is a Deadwood.
Let's put it that way. I know we did the Battle of Little Bighorn last week, the last couple weeks, and there's multiple Moitas.
Same area.
Wow, that was actually by a coincidence. I didn't even figure into that one. But yeah, I know that there was multiple Moitas and killings in that one. Yes. There'll be only one killing in this episode, right. And if you know Deadwood, you know who that killing's going to be of. Yes. I mean, I guess all in all, the history and the way the town ended up and the shit that made the town is actually pretty interesting if you're a history buff, right. Which I would assume you would be while you're listening to this anyway.
Right.
But it's not always about the fucking.
Well, basically, the problem is with these towns, they're all the same, man. No matter where they're at, Deadwood's no different than fucking New Mexico, Las Vegas, New Mexico, or fucking no different from El Paso.
I mean,
Deadwood's same, man, but it was more up north, so that was different. It wasn't really cowboys. It's crazy that they went to Deadwood.
In the scope of things,
why would these guys go to Deadwood? Like all these famous people.
You'll see.
That's way out of the way to the west.
Well, north.
Way up north.
North, and then, well, not even west, middle of the state.
They all
middle
fucking,
of the country.
They all go up north and fucking ride the Canada Trail down to fucking Washington and fucking hit down to California. You would think they would have took fucking the Oregon Trail, it's straight through Colorado into fucking Idaho.
It's pretty clear why.
Nevada.
It's pretty clear why all these guys went to the fucking town. Right?
Right. I get it, but it's way out of the way to what you're trying to do. I just don't understand the whole logic.
You go where the money is.
Yeah, right.
You go where the money is, man. But yeah, this one wasn't as nearly as fucking.
It's because this isn't Wild Wild West, fucking Texas, Oklahoma, fucking Arizona shit.
I mean, it is.
It's not really.
How isn't it?
It's not as you're not gonna get these fucking. Yeah, every once in a while, somebody like Wyatt Earp or Wild Bill or fucking Calamity Jane or fucking something like that rolling through town. To be like, hey, no, I'm a real cowboy, guys. This is what we do, and. Compared to what's actually up there. Well, yeah, they're fucking hard, rough living fucking people, but ain't no life like cowboy life down in fucking.
Ain't no life like a cowboy life. There's a cowboy life.
Right, down in the Southwest, right there, right. I mean,
I get it, but you are right in the sense that this is no town like the Las Vegases and all that shit because no famous gunfights happen here like they did in those towns. This that type of shit.
This was there was set up on a fucking gold strike, and basically
there was definitely.
And they set up on a gold strike, and just like any other fucking place, people come in and they set up fucking saloons and shit. They hear about it. Where do you think El Swearingen came from? Where do you think fucking what the fuck was his name? This guy across the street from him. What the fuck was his name?
Powers Booth.
No, the fucking.
That's the guy that played him.
The fucking name of the guy, and then you had the guy coming from outside of the town that was like from the Pinkertons with the Pinkertons somehow or some shit. What's his name? Harris or something.
A lot of that shit was made up for the TV show.
That shit. Yeah, exactly. But it wasn't
either or. It's not
corrupt. There was no corrupt businessman in town.
Are you serious right now?
Swearingen was a salon owner, I guess.
A salon? He did hair for a living?
He was a saloon. He was a saloon owner.
You'll fucking be introduced to Swearingen in this episode, and you will see that the character in the actual series of Deadwood was pretty fucking close to what he actually was. Probably actually wasn't even as fucking mean as the real Swearingen was. We'll put it that way.
It's possible. That's what I'm saying.
So, yeah, I mean, there's an interesting story to tell for the town of Deadwood. Though it's not as many murders as you guys might have been expecting for the name of
Different
Deadwood.
Area in the world. You're still going to have your tyrants. You're still going to have your fucking corrupt fuckers. Different way of living, I guess, because there's...
Same way of living.
It gets 10 degrees in the wintertime in Deadwood, and it gets 35 in Texas.
in the winter. Maybe the low at night. Yeah.
Right, maybe.
In Texas,
Arizona, you get maybe 35 at night.
Maybe, yeah. Fucking 60s are fucking winters.
Well, I guess you go to Colorado and shit like that. I mean, there were some fucking cowboys too, but there were some wrestlers.
Montana, Wyoming,
but
all them fucking
but them are
types
wrestlers.
of towns.
But them are wrestlers. They're fucking cowboys. When you get down Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico,
Would those wouldn't be considered cowboys too?
there's some fucking gunslingers, right? They're not a cowboy because are they out there ranching and shit? No.
I mean, that's obviously the fucking original term of a cowboy, but a cowboy, the gang, the cowboys, fucking weren't ranchers.
Right. So what?
So I don't know what you're getting.
I want to know when in history they started classifying gunslinging, fucking law unabiding citizens or illegal aliens as cowboys, and the hard work folk what, just farmers now, or ranchers? Are we ranchers? Are we just farmers? Are we settlers? And these guys are cowboys? I don't know, man. What are they? Outlaws? Remember the Outlaws? I'm an outlaw. Black Sheeps? I don't know, man. It's rough. It's rough stuff. Rustlers. You got all kinds of shit going on.
I was trying to look back into the preview episode of this, see if it mentioned when they started calling them cowboys, but no. No mention. Cowboys are fucking cowboys, man.
Cowboys are cowboys. Cowboys are fucking living on the range.
Oh, home on the range where the buffalo roam.
I'll say you're a freelancer if you're a fucking somebody like Billy Kid or Wild Bill. I'm a freelancer. I'm not a cowboy.
Freelancing of what, though? They're not fucking providing a service. They're robbing people.
No. What if you're not robbing people? What if you're just here and there and taking advantage of what you can? Like fucking Wild Bill. He made money off poker. Shitload of money. That's how he survived.
Made money off of poker.
He didn't do anything else.
Made money off of poker as well as fucking...
He didn't do anything else.
Being sheriff and marshal of multiple towns.
Not when he was traveling, though.
Either or. Deadwood is not the fucking... I mean, I'm sure, like I said, there's been fucking multiple murders and multiple all that shit, but guess what? None of them famous enough to fucking make our episode, but...
Well, you can get the stupid shit, right?
The one known moida that Deadwood's probably even known for in the fucking first place.
Which is a fucked up, too. If it happened the way it happened, the way it goes down, that's pretty fucked up.
Well, there's a reason why the young fellow was hanged.
It's pretty fucked up. And it's pretty fucked up for, I mean, Deadwood must have been a decent place for a guy like Wild Bill Hickok to feel comfortable from not sitting in his spot.
Well, he didn't. You remember Wild Bill was our first episode, and he didn't want to, but...
Yeah, he shouldn't have then. He shouldn't have.
That's how...
That's what I'm saying.
That's
he felt comfortable.
No, he didn't.
Like, what, 6 in the morning?
He didn't feel comfortable. He fucking...
He felt comfortable enough to do it. He didn't have to sit down. He
didn't feel comfortable. He was fucking addicted to gambling.
Yeah, but that's when he lost his... That's what I'm saying. He felt comfortable enough in that town. He was thinking, oh, I'm all right. I can sit here. It's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well, I don't know if it was 6 o'clock in the morning, but he definitely asked the dude to switch some spots. And that's how addicted to gambling he was. When the guy said no, he's like, fuck it, I'm going to sit down and play a fucking hand.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
Well, clearly it made sense because that's what
happened.
happened.
Like him, you have a fucking certain thing, you're going to stick to it. I don't give a fuck if gambling is more important or not. You're not going to sit yourself out of it. There's no way.
Well, we clearly did.
He did.
We did that episode.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think he kind of felt a little comfortable there, like he thought.
Well, we'll get into that fucking story again later. For now, this is all about the town of Deadwood beginning up into the fucking booming town that it fucking still is up to this day.
Deadwood? I think I'm going to take a trip to Deadwood this summer, I was thinking.
I tell the wife all the time, we should go to fucking Deadwood. It's literally... It's literally fucking...
7 hours.
I don't care about the fucking time, but it's
7
literally
hours,
the main strip of town is... Every building is a casino. And it's not even an exaggeration.
No.
Every building is a casino.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deadwood is yeah, that'd be great.
Deadwood, South Dakota, was once one of the liveliest mining camps in the country thanks to the Black Hills Gold Rush.
Oh, that gold rush. It went from anywhere the west of Illinois to the fucking all the way to the coast of frickin' California.
Pelican Bay. Unlike other popular mining camps, though, Deadwood never died
Right.
when the gold played
How
out.
far south does gold go? Really?
I mean, they were finding it in Arizona, fucking everywhere, dude.
Arizona
Everywhere.
was big though. I think Colorado was like basically
Everywhere.
the last.
Silver, gold, all those guys.
I don't think gold was found as
Montana, Wyoming. There was literally like a mini gold rush in every fucking state out there, dude.
much. Yeah, because Montana had the oceans, the fucking mountains running through up in that bitch. So any mountainous area, you think there's maybe some gold in no, because you got the lake.
As far as I know, there's no gold in
Michigan, Porcupine.
I don't know if
you got
there,
the Porcupine.
there,
You've been to Porcupine Mountains in Michigan?
there could be a gold mine in Michigan that I'm not aware of, but as far as
Up
I
in
know,
UP,
I
I'd
don't
say,
know. Probably
right?
no. They're iron ore.
Right, iron ore, same thing.
Yeah, well, either or.
If there's iron, there's gold. Seriously.
If you build it, they will come. Unlike other popular mining camps, Deadwood never died when the
But
gold
what's more
played
important,
out.
iron or gold? Iron or gold? Seriously. What?
Okay.
What is more important?
In terms,
iron or gold?
in terms of manufacturing, iron. In terms of
getting rich quick,
in terms
gold.
of in terms of wealth, gold.
Gold,
yes.
right? Because you're like, hey, dude, I just found.
And so you can use gold to buy iron.
Right,
So
you're like, I just
you
found
can't
this-
use iron to buy gold.
you're
Let's
like-
put it that way.
You can be like, I just found this fucking rock to say the rock is fucking 700 pounds of gold. That's probably enough to live for the rest of your life.
700 pounds of gold.
Right. The
Dude,
feet a half a
you'd
pound.
literally be a billionaire.
Yeah, right.
You would literally be a billionaire if you had a 700 pound. You forget,
That's a
Gold-
quarter. That's
gold-
a quarter of a fucking ton.
especially at this time in the late 1800s, gold was selling for literally $20 an ounce. $20 an ounce. If you had 700 pounds of gold,
700 pounds.
you'd be a billionaire.
700 pounds is a little over a quarter of a ton, right?
A ton is 2,000 pounds. So yeah,
Right. So a little over a quarter of a ton.
yeah.
Imagine having a quarter of a ton of iron. It would be thousands.
Right.
That's it.
Gold
That's it.
would be
Millions.
well back in this
Billions.
day billions.
Billions.
Probably even billion, but close to a billion.
But what's
700 pounds of
but
gold
what's
even
gonna
now
make you
would
more
be
money?
billion.
That,
well,
that
actually,
slab of meat, that slab of fucking meat, that slab of iron is only worth that and that slab. But you can take that
if you
slab
had
of iron.
if you had
and make
700 pounds of iron, what are you gonna build?
nothing really, because it's only 700 pounds of
Exactly.
iron.
If you had
It was
700
only
pounds,
700
if you had 700 pounds of gold,
True.
what are you gonna build?
It's true. You're gonna build a fucking-
Multiple buildings.
You can build a country.
Basically, yeah, have your own
You can
fucking
build
country.
a country.
So gold's more important. We just established that. Unlike other popular
but it's
mining
not. But how is it?
Unlike other popular mining camps, Deadwood never died when the gold played out. Today, it continues to thrive thanks to the historic buildings, most of which are now casinos. What I just described
I want
that
to
to
go.
you guys earlier.
I want to go and check this out.
The entire city is on the National Register of Historic Places. Many
Nice.
famous people of the Wild West era stopped by Deadwood and called it home at one time or another. Lewis and Clark, Wyatt Earp,
All right,
George
okay.
Custer.
When you say Lewis and Clark, when did they stop by and figure this out? 'Cause,
Well-
how long has Deadwood been there? Because Lewis and Clark is what,
it might not have been
1700s?
It might not have been Deadwood, but they were there.
Wasn't Lewis and Clark 1700s?
They were early, yeah.
16, 17, 18,
Louisiana Purchase shit.
1760 something?
17
or-
something.
I would say it was.
Either or, it doesn't matter. They were in that area.
It's not. No, it wasn't Deadwood.
You don't know. Poker
You
Alice.
don't know.
Po-
You don't
I
know.
don't know. Poker Alice, the Sundance Kid,
So the Sundance Kid was
Calamity Jane,
there. Oh, we know that.
Charlie Utter,
Right.
Seth Bullock,
Right.
and of course the one and only Wild Bill Hickok. All those fucking and numerous more that fucking aren't
Al
even.
Swearingen and
I mean, all of them.
that's all,
All
I
of
can think
them.
of.
They're all there.
Yeah. Oh, what's Bullock's fucking buddy?
Saul Star,
Saul Star. Yeah.
who actually fucking became
Like a major-
legit person in that fucking town, dude.
Great. No, I was not in the fucking list. That's what I'm talking about. That's why ridiculous. You should put some fucking names up in this bitch, not just what they saying. Why? Oh,
What they saying?
what they saying in there?
What
There's a
they
lot of people
saying.
not mentioned, man. We need to go back.
It's fine.
We need to go back.
People know fucking Deadwood.
Get some
First
names.
of all,
What do you mean? They know Deadwood.
they know Deadwood.
All right, y'all know what we're gonna do here. We're gonna get this going now.
You know, it's already been going
Oh,
because
it has, but you just introduced. So, right? didn't you?
Yeah,
That was
that's
the
just
first one?
basically
Yeah.
the prelude to the
Right.
fucking town.
You guys know what Deadwood is. We're about to go into Deadwood. I don't know if it's gonna be that because I haven't seen this episode
We'll
yet.
see. It's always
Let's see how deep.
we always say it's not gonna be, and then it's gonna be.
Right.
It be.
Right.
You know.
Let's check it out,
You know.
homies. Check it out, homies. Yeah. So it's Deadwood. Long before the arrival of the white man, the land was home to the Cheyenne, the Kiowa, the Pawnee, Crow, and the Sioux, or the Lakota Indians, as some people would call the Sioux as. The Sioux dominated a tract of land large enough to support the buffalo herds on which they subsisted. So they're like, dude, it was like vast majority. It's probably a whole state,
Could you imagine?
half a state.
Could you imagine back then, literally going on fucking like the open country in the
Right.
plains over there, and
Right.
fucking just literally all you see hundreds of buffalo
Yeah,
roaming.
crazy.
You don't
Crazy.
See, you ain't gonna see that now.
No, the Lakota never welcomed the white men to their hunting grounds.
Of course not. Why
and
would
as, And as immigration increased, there was a marked decline in American Indian-white relations. It was basically the same thing was happening anywhere. You're not allowed, and you're trying to take over. Like, well, no.
they? Tensions will rise.
Right. The army established outposts nearby, so they're like, all right, let's just surround these motherfuckers, and then we'll come up with something. But they seldom entered the Black Hills, right? So like, we're going to surround these motherfuckers. We're not going to go in there. We're just going to surround and wait to see. Basically what they're doing is they're fucking about to attack these poor Native Americans. Trouble escalated when bands of Lakota began to raid nearby settlements. They're like, we ain't stupid. You think we're savages. We're not barely even human, right?
We're not barely human.
We are more than human. We are human. Not more. Now they're saying
We're just
aliens.
human as
Yeah,
you.
now they're saying they're aliens. We're more than human. You're like, wait a minute. It's worse.
Is it worse though? A lot of Native American fucking imagery has alien stuff in it, so
Right.
I'm just saying.
Right. Well, the army established outposts nearby, but they seldom entered Black Hills. Trouble escalated when bands of Lakota began to raid the nearby settlements, then retreat into the Black Hills. So these motherfuckers are like, we know you're here, so let's just do like short fucking, just it was probably most likely in the middle of the night or very early mornings. I guarantee you this is when they happen. And they're like, bam, we go back, right? Little air raids here. Spend like what 20 Indians and just come in and fucking fuck up a little fucking campground or something.
I don't think there were air raids. I mean,
They definitely were coming
air raids with fucking arrows or something,
Never-
maybe.
no,
Arrow
that could've
raids.
worked, too. I mean, I think they came in like in the very early mornings or very late.
I mean, they're just like the Popos.
Yeah, it's
When
fucking- yeah.
the Popos got a drug bust, what's it going to be? Like 4 o'clock in the morning,
They
probably.
come in, just
so.
fuck shit up and leave without nobody knowing what happened. They're like, what the fuck just happened? Well, I don't know. We just lost fucking 60 guys.
These motherfuckers came and went.
All I heard was, it sounded like everybody was yawning at once. I don't know. I ignored it and went back to bed.
I thought the horses got out. There were so many.
All right.
Shut
I thought
up!
the captain was snoring again.
In the early 1860s, groups of explorers, miners, and homesteaders began to push into the area, which further angered the Lakota. Subsequently, a series of treaties were made with the Sioux,
Right.
including the Great Sioux Reservation,
Right.
which included all lands from the Missouri River west to the Bighorn Mountains of western
That's a lot.
Wyoming.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of area.
Right.
So they had a fucking
Right.
treaty in place. Like, look, guys,
No, did they though?
it was signed.
That's
Yes,
what they say.
so they did. So they had a treaty in place. This is your guys' land. We're not going to fucking
Right.
infringe on you. So.
Right, like you can have this. There's nothing here. It just looks like fucking. It's wide open plains, and winters are cold.
And
it's
then,
windy. But
when you-
however,
What was that word?
However,
Say it again.
however,
Always a however, folks.
However.
If you've listened to Outlaws and Gunslingers these past few weeks,
Always
you already know there's
however.
always a however,
or
or a but, or a well.
in this case, yeah. Well, however, by 1870, stories of gold in the Black Hills began to circulate, and the treaties were broken
Gold was
as people flooded into the air.
gold
So-
was oil back in
yeah,
the day.
the United States was like, well, that's
We're
where
gonna
the
have
well
to-
comes in. That's where the well comes in.
well,
I thought we had a treaty.
well, about that treaty, you know.
We didn't know there was. That was before we knew there was gold. and it was actually profitable. So you guys are slaughtered. Die. Oh, sorry. In 1875, a miner named John B. Pearson found gold in a narrow canyon in the northern Black Hills. So he's like, all right, dude.
You don't have to explain.
He's like, dude,
we know what happened. We
out.
know what happened.
Where'd you find us that, dude? It's pretty narrow.
Well, what about them hills? What about what's those hills looking like?
Pretty narrow.
Man, they're black.
They're black. I'm like, damn, are you fucking serious? Like, yeah, man.
Wow. Where they at? They're north. They're north.
in the black hills.
Those black north hills.
In a narrow canyon. I mean, right. Well, the canyon became known as Deadwood Gulch. Now, where was this canyon by? The little town called Deadwood.
No.
Yeah.
Deadwood wasn't established.
Well, it is now.
No.
Well, because of many. Okay. Let me continue.
Hey, that's our new T-shirt, guys. It's coming fucking soon. Just keep reading. Just keep reading. That's a new fucking T-shirt.
Right.
Just keep
reading.
Well,
this canyon will be known as the Deadwood Gulch because of the many dead trees that line the canyon walls. Not anything to do with the horrors on fucking Main Street.
Nope.
According to Colonel Richard I. Dodge. Richard I. Dodge. Rick I. Dodge.
Dick I. Dodge.
Dick I. Dodge.
Dick I. Dodge.
Mr. Dick I. Dodge.
Mr. Dick I. Dodge.
Mr. Dick I. Dodge at your service.
Hi, I'm Colonel Dick Dodge.
Colonel Dick I. Dodge. Just call me Colonel Dick.
Dick Dodge.
Just call me Colonel.
My name is Dodge. Dick Dodge.
I dodge. I dodge.
Dodge.
Dick I dodge.
Yeah, there you go. Dick.
Well,
hey man.
Well, what do you have to bring? Well, Dick I dodge.
What are your special abilities? Dick I dodge. Like you're in.
You're in.
Homosexuality is an abomination.
And that's like the only thing you ever say was your name. And people love it because, like, this dude's dodging dicks. He should serve America. He should lead us to the promised land. He dodges dicks.
Mister,
never done in his life.
Mr. President.
He's never been hit by a dick in his life.
Mr. President, what are you going to do with all these Indians running rampant? Dick I dodge.
They're like, damn, well, they're going to have a lot of dicks. So
he's going to have to dodge them.
We're going to dodge these fuckers.
He's gonna have to dodge him. Well, damn, he's so good.
That's the
his
fucking
battle strategy is fucking top tier George Washington level shit.
Right, National Enquirer, dodging dicks in America.
Meet the Dick Dodger.
How this local farmer is dodging dicks.
Join us for our all new reality show on VH1, Dodging Dicks. Oh man,
we're talking a 15-year veteran over here. He's been dodging dicks for 15. You know what? You're right. I've been dodging dicks for 15 years. I'm telling you what. I'm gonna keep on.
Ain't no dick I ever not dodged.
Right. No,
ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WWF World Heavyweight Champion Dick Dodger.
Dick Dodger Dan. Double D. It's time to dodge the dick.
It's time to dodge the dick. It's all about the dicks and how you dodge them.
Gotta how to dodge them and now them dicks.
Hey guys, I'm sorry. Like I've said this before. If you're here just for a straight up history lesson, this ain't the show.
Nobody knows what that is.
This ain't the show.
Right.
Well, I would hope somebody knows what it is. If they're watching our Monday night watch-alongs, they would know that. They would be at least a little bit of fan of wrestling to know that. But fucking yeah, man, this is what we do, guys. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. Well, according to Colonel Richard I. Dodge, there were an estimated 800 white men mining the hills at this very time.
So in 1875,
right.
800 white men were in the hills mining.
With a bunch of engines running around.
A bunch of engines fucking probably decapitating these
right.
motherfuckers when they stood.
Right.
The town of Deadwood was established in 1876 and was soon swarming with thousands of prospectors searching for an easy way to get rich.
Right.
At first, the settlement was made up of tents and shanties,
As any other sediment.
Like every other sediment we've done thus far. But as the population grew, these were replaced with brick and wooden structures and false front businesses.
As well as the same.
Well, fortune struck Fred and Moses Manuel, who claimed the Homestake mine, which proved to be the most profitable in the area. Through 1901, the Homestake produced $100 million in gold and continued to operate for the next century until it eventually closed in 2001.
I mean, that's pretty damn fuck. If you're fucking collecting, that
That
was the fucking major
First of all,
strike.
up until 1901, it had produced $100 million, so which is equivalent to probably like $700 million back in those days.
And it lasted until 2001, so there's probably still gold there. There's we can't go any further.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure they fucking went as deep as they could.
But there's still more. It's like this shit keeps on going, but we can't do it. It's gonna cost us more to get it
I wonder
out.
how many gold lines are actually still in operation
I'm
in
sure
America.
they're everywhere, dude.
I'm not talking about like stream.
No, I'm
Oh,
saying
I'm
no.
gonna pan for gold. You can go fucking anywhere and pan for gold, but fucking like an actual legit gold mine where you're drilling into the fucking.
I bet you most of it is panning. It's just set up.
Yeah, but you ain't finding.
No, you're gonna.
You might find a little bit of fucking shit in your pan, but you ain't finding.
No,
you might
they're
find
not
flakes.
panning. They're not panning. They're running a major system, dude, and it fucking pulls it out like fucking. It's like a filter. They pull it out like every fucking however, and it's like fucking pounds and pounds of fucking gold. A big system. Where it just collects everything from like waterways, dude. Yes. Instead of mining for that shit, dude, they're picking that shit up through fucking sediments and fucking shit like that. I guarantee it.
You'd have to have a way to scrape the bed of the river or something.
They have a fucking system when it comes through before the river.
Gold just don't fucking
From the mountains and shit. They they make their own river basically.
Dude, there is literally.
And obviously they mine for it too. But most of it is water.
Holy fuck. There's so much.
Right.
Still.
Right.
Fort Knox itself produced 401,553 troy ounces of gold in 2015. The Pogo mine, 283,000 ounces. Kensington mine, 200. There's so fucking much.
It's ridiculous.
Gold's still being mined like fucking crazy right
It
now.
never stopped.
Wow.
Never stopped. There's so much of it that you can only do so, but it's so valuable. That's just so great about it.
The largest gold
But
mine.
think about it. We've
The
been
largest gold mine in North America right now is called the
Think about
Gold
it.
Strike mine in
think about it.
north
Iron,
central Nevada.
iron ore, all over. We're just fucking shit up,
I mean, it's everywhere, yeah.
dicking it out. So what's the same, right? If we can steal iron, steel, dude, or we're just fucking.
Steel is you can't mine steel. Steel is man-made.
It's made of ore and fucking something else. I forget what it is. Iron and ore, or is iron and ore the same thing? Steel is made from iron and fucking by itself, but heated quickly, or fucking melted down. Yeah, melted down and then fucking cooled rapidly. I think that's how you make steel, right?
Carbon steel composed of iron and carbon
Right,
accounts for 90% of steel production.
right. So it's iron and heat.
Low alloy steel is alloyed with other elements, usually molybdenum, manganese, chromium, or nickel. So yeah, iron and carbon.
Basically. Who would have thought to heat up a piece of metal so fucking hot and melt, maybe it'll get stronger and we can build buildings?
But you don't. Do you know what carbon is? It's like dirt.
Well, carbon's like,
The shit that burns off of shit. That's carbon.
Yeah, it's
And
like
they
a
just
soot.
combined fucking
Yeah.
melted iron
Yeah,
and
make it-
carbon
it's
together.
like a cement.
Yeah,
It's
and
like a
fucking
cement,
it
but
hardens
with
it
steel.
like a
yeah.
motherfucker, dude.
Oh, hardens like a steel. Unbendable steel or unbreakable steel breaks or some shit. How's the song goes?
But steel beams got melted by fucking jet fumes or flames. Oh.
The flames would have been there for a long time.
Moving on. Yeah.
Right. Well, although Manuels had been lucky, like we were some lucky motherfuckers.
Oh, we're the lucky manuals.
Right. There were hundreds of others that were not so fortunate. Like we're lucky, but not those hundreds of others. They were not so fortunate.
They're not so fortunate as us, brother Manuel.
Right. The most of the early settlers of Deadwood were gold miners. The lawless region naturally attracted a crowd of rough and shady characters.
I think we've heard that before.
Right. Like many towns of the American West, these particular individuals made their early days of Deadwood rough and wild.
Quit talking like that.
All right. A mostly male population eagerly patronized.
Don't you patronize me. Wait, yeah, it's my saloon. You can
Right,
patronize
you
me.
can do what you want. Easily patronized many
Not
of the
easily.
saloons.
Well, they probably easily did too, but they eagerly as well. They were eagerly did.
The easily patronizing many of the saloons. Gambling establishments. A mostly male population.
What? Confirmation? Confirmation?
A most
You gotta type in your confirmation code.
a mostly male population eagerly patronized the many saloons,
You think-
gambling
Do
establishments,
you think they got
dance
in,
halls,
do you think
and
they got in
brothels,
easily?
which were considered legitimate businesses. And they're like, hey, these guys are essential.
And now I
They're
was just gonna
considered
say,
essential
in nowadays terms, they're
Right.
essential
They're
businesses.
essential bitches.
Well, yeah,
That's an essential bitch right there.
That's an essential bitch.
Man, you essential bitch.
Man, you essential as a bitch.
Hey, honey, how's it going today? What's wrong with you? Leave me alone. What's wrong? How could that stupid nasty whore be an essential bitch? And I'm just a housewife. What the fuck? I don't know, Carrie.
Whoa. Moving on.
I'm moving on. 90% of the female population of Deadwood were whores. We're whores.
You're a whore, I tell
I'm
ya.
a prostitute, damn it. Same difference.
Same thing.
Give me a beer drink.
Give me one of those beer beverages, damn it.
Give me a beer drink.
give me a beverage beer. Give me a beverage beer, damn it.
Give me a beverage beer, liquid giver.
Oh, liquid giver. That's great.
Well, 90% of the female population were Deadwood whores.
They eventually formed a union.
The UHW. United Whore Workers.
Or it could be DHW.
Yeah, either way.
Deadwood. The Deadwood Horror.
Oh, they're all union. It's all the same. Anywho. Oh, jeez. Yeah. 90% of female population were Deadwood whores. The new mining town averaged one murder per day in the first year of its existence.
For all you scouting, that's 365
365
murders.
Average.
Still don't even match up with Chicago.
Right. Oh.
But by July of 1876, $1 million of gold at $20 an ounce had been taken from the Black Hills. That's just in like 2 years.
Right.
That same summer saw the arrival of Wild Bill Hickok and Calamity Jane. When he arrived, Hickok was already a legendary figure, having received numerous sensational newspaper accounts that described his legendary gunfighting skills. Wild Bill had been dismissed from his job as a marshal in Abilene, Kansas. For those of you that heard the Wild Bill episode, you know that. He was a little over-enthused. Remember the one guy said, what did he say? He was like, fuck you, Bill, or something. And then he shot him in the face or something.
Right.
He was pretty...
He was a high, I mean...
His enthusiasm was a little too high.
Right, he was a little high-strung guy.
The former actor, scout, lawman, and gambler quickly began to frequent the Deadwood saloons, continuing his longtime habit. The former actor, scout, lawman, and gambler quickly began to frequent the Deadwood saloons, continuing his longtime habit of playing poker.
So this guy was like, you know, he was still young. He was like in his...
He was only 36 when he died.
Yeah. So I don't get the whole why I'm just gonna come here and just stop what I'm doing and just be a fucking. I mean, he did decide to fucking. I just want to play fucking poker.
Well, remember, he also went there because Charlie was like, "There's gold here," and he was like, "I'll go with you."
Right.
Just got married too.
But he's just gonna chill here. But his main thing is playing poker, and the gold thing is if it happens.
Well,
it happens.
his main thing is drinking.
Right, but his
Poker came along with it.
It's making money though. But on the 2nd of August in 1876, Wild Bill was playing poker at Nuttall and Mann's number 10 saloon.
Yep.
Ignoring his cautious habit of sitting with his back against the wall, he's like, man, I can't, I'll never not sit against the wall. You ever see me in a bar or anywhere?
I want to see every corner of this damn saloon I'm sitting in.
The table was already filled when he came in, and he took.
And he
his
was like,
seat.
"I'm a fucking gambling addict, so I have to take this seat."
And he took his seat that exposed his back to an open door at the rear of the saloon. Should have never done it. It happens only once.
If you guys want to hear the full version and the more detailed version, listen to the very first episode of Outlaws and Gunslingers, all about Wild Bill.
Yes. Given the advantage of surprise, Jack Broken Nose McCall slipped from behind and he shouted, "Take that, you son of a bitch!" and fired a shot into the back of Hickok's head.
Oh!
From Hickok's fingers fell 2 aces and 2 eights and another card, a combination that has since been known as the dead man's hand. Everybody knows the dead man's hand, but what was the other fucking card?
Not only 2 aces and 2 eights, 2 black aces and 2
black
black eights.
and 2 black eights. Aces and eights.
The other card is disputed, but some say it was a fucking
hearts or something.
hearts of something. Yeah,
Right.
Either or.
McCall, a drunken nobody trying to make a name for himself.
well, geez,
later
drag his name through the mud.
Right. Later, he was a drunken piece of shit. He later claimed that he was seeking revenge for the slaying of his brother in Abilene, Kansas, from Hickok, which Hickok previously came from.
Which, if you listen to our
And you would know.
episode on Wild Bill, you would see that the reasons behind that, and it was probably false that people trying to get back at Wild Bill.
Right.
But go listen to that. We're not getting into that. Calamity Jane was renowned for her excellent marksmanship, preference for men's clothing, and her body behavior.
She was the nowadays.
She was a
nowadays
tomboy.
Madonna. Nowadays, not Madonna. Whoa, 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 whoa.
She was a tomboy.
Right. She was a modern day. I'm trying to think of a TV figure or something
chick.
that was like a tomboy. It was just a manly. It was fucking a Darlene Connor.
The chick from
Darlene Connor.
Yeah, the chick from fucking Little Giants.
Okay. Icebox. Icebox from Little Giants. Okay, I get that.
Calamity Icebox.
Right.
Well, Jane was said to have been an Army scout, a bullwhacker, a nurse, a cook, a prostitute, a prospector, a gambler, a heavy drinker, and one of the most foul-mouthed people in the West.
She was not a woman.
In June of 1876, she partnered with Wild Bill as an outrider for Colorado Charlie Utter's chain wagon, galloping into Deadwood with a shipment of prostitutes fresh from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Like, hey, y'all, we're fresh from Cheyenne. We got the freshest pussy in
town. So you tell me Charlie Utter was coming with some prostitutes into town?
Well,
that was his business? It was to deliver prostitutes?
No.
That's what it says.
No. I'm going to spoil it, but if you read further.
That's what it says.
If you
Does
read.
it not say that?
I mean, it says
Doesn't
that.
Tell me the outrider with Charlie Utter's wagon trail galloping into Deadwood with a shipment of prostitutes.
Right.
So Charlie Utter's bringing prostitutes?
Just like Wild Bill hopped on the wagon train, so did prostitutes.
Right.
I'm going to spoil it for you because prostitutes.
I see that. What did Charlie Utter bring? What was Charlie Utter bringing?
You'll see.
Okay.
Chicks were encouraged to go to Deadwood because they could be in the fucking stage shows and blah, 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 blah. You'll see.
It's a fucking gold mining town, dude. It's
exactly.
fucking popping.
A bunch of fucking prostitutes was the number one business in that town.
Obviously.
Besides gold mining.
And besides whiskey.
Well, for the remainder, did I just read that one?
No, you did not. Oh, you're right there.
I read that one. You're on that one.
I just read that one.
No.
It's up to you.
No.
Yes, I just read the last sentence.
No.
Yes, all that.
No, I said it. And then you were like, wait a minute.
Well, for the remainder of her days, Calamity Jane claimed to have been Hickok's lover.
Yep.
But the record shows that Wild Bill had just recently married, and his letters from home from Deadwood indicated that he was happily married.
Happily.
As chance would have it, he never saw his wife again.
Yeah, he was like, baby, I'm going out to the Black Hills out in Deadwood, and I'm going to strike some gold, and you come and join me a little bit later.
Right. And Deadwood's Mount Moriah. Deadwood's Mount Moriah. In Deadwood's Mount Moriah Cemetery, it's not Wild Bill's wife who occupies the grave next to his.
Ain't that some shit?
Wild Bill shares his final resting place, as well as his place in history, by her decree, not his, with self-proclaimed Queen of the Wild West, Calamity Jane. Which I mean,
I think they
there was something there, but
I
they
think
weren't
they
lovers.
weren't together.
They probably fucked.
I think they weren't.
They probably
That's what I was
fucked.
just about to say. I don't think they were like officially like.
But she loved the shit out of him.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yeah.
But he fucked the shit out of her.
All the time,
You know.
just because she was a female on the road.
I mean, right? Pussy.
Right. I get that. I get it. But when he came to this town here and he met this lady, Calamity Jane is always going to be.
No.
Oh, he was already married. That's right.
Already married.
But still, on the road, it was
already married, and then fucking
It was
right.
just it was expected back then.
If it takes 18 hours from Saginaw to Deadwood in a car nowadays, imagine how long it took on horseback.
If you watch some if you watch some Western movies or anything like that, dude, they always say, always come back to me, or they always make some reference where you're gonna get those bitches on. I'm gonna get these bitches on the road, baby, but I'll be back. Basically.
I don't think anybody's ever said I'm going to get these bitches on the road,
right? But that's what they're saying, and you never ask because motherfuckers getting bitches on the road. They're out there for fucking 7-8 months. You know damn well, them horny ass motherfuckers. They're fucking. Don't mean nothing, baby. So I'm coming back to you.
They're fucking.
Coming back to you.
Fucking.
I'll be back to you.
By 1877, Deadwood was evolving from a primitive mining camp to a community with a sense of order. The crude tents and shanties that had housed the early miners quickly gave way to wood and brick buildings. Right. The community organized a town government that relied on Sheriff Seth Bullock.
But it was more political than anything.
If you guys know who Seth Bullock is, you know.
It was more political than anything.
You know.
He wanted to do right, but he couldn't.
Well,
he couldn't.
You're going by the TV show.
That's true. That's true life.
That's like 5% true.
It's true life.
It's 5% true.
It's true
The
life.
community organized a town government that relied on Sheriff Seth Bullock to keep law and order. The gradual transition of Deadwood from a mining camp to a civilized community nearly came to an abrupt end, though.
Oh, no. Right. I mean, you're like, oh, shit, dude, this shit's getting out of control. Hold the fuck up. Well, on September 20th.
That's not why it came to an abrupt end.
Right. On September 26, 1879, a fire started at a bakery on Sherman Street and rapidly spread to the business district of Deadwood.
Ooh.
Well, the fire
Lots
damaged
of wood buildings down there, folks.
The fire damaged the business district of the town, but rather than give up,
they fucking rose
the community
up.
was like,
they were like,
shit.
You know what? We're fucking Deadwood. Okay? We've only been here for 3 years.
There's all kinds of other Deadwood back there that's not burnt that we can just rebuild this shit back up.
But
But
it's dead. That Sprite Water town went up so fast because it used the damn dead wood.
That's true, but next time we'll be more prepared.
Yeah.
We have daily waterers of our.
Oh, just soak our buildings.
Yeah,
And then
soakers.
make sure you wear masks because you're going to get mold.
And the coronavirus. Don't forget about that. COVID-19, baby. COVID-79.
76. Yeah, 79.
What's up for COVID-79? That shit's a motherfucker.
There's a mother.
They don't call it Deadwood for nothing. Well,
anything that's dead can't be good for you.
Right. Well, the fire damaged the business district
Yep.
Of the town, but rather than give up, the community was like, fuck this shit. We're fucking rebuilding this shit. You ain't taking us out anywhere. There's still money in those damn mountains. Mm-hmm. The first made clear the need for regulations preventing another the first. Well, anyway, after all that was shit, they're done. They're like, all right, dude, this fire is made clear that we need regulations preventing another fire, guys. We know now what started that last
right.
one.
We know.
So let's start from there.
We know what we need to do to not have half our town get burnt down again.
Let's start from there.
But do they?
Right.
Do they know?
Right.
We'll see in a little bit.
They're like, well, let's start from there and go from there. The local government enacted laws that would permit only certain building materials for building construction.
Fireproof material, fire retardant.
Right. After the fire, Deadwood rebuilt itself to a brink in stone rather than in a lumber. So they're like,
don't try to just fucking no.
That was like, you know what? Building this shit in like wood and stuff wasn't. It was
First
cool,
of all,
but
you have to reread that whole sentence.
Oh, okay.
You said brink.
After the fire, Deadwood would rebuild itself in brink and stone rather than into lumber.
What is brink?
Oh, brink.
What the fuck is brink?
I don't know if you were saying brink. All right. After the fire, though, Deadwood would rebuild itself in brick and stone rather than in the lumber. I mean, it seemed all right, right?
They're like brick and stone
I mean, what I'm
may
saying,
break my
lumber was
bones,
like,
but lumber will forever destroy our town.
right? It was like, did you see what happened? Dude, that fucking shit just burned everything up.
Yeah, brick and stone.
Burn it up. Brick and stone won't burn.
Brick and stone to build your home. Brick and stone to build your home. I
We
imagine.
don't want fucking
lumber.
We don't want lumber. Brick and stone.
To settlers coming to South Dakota in the 1880s, the atmosphere was electric with prosperity and promise. New lands opened up to homesteaders. Gold was harvested from the Black Hills. Riverboats ran the rivers, and railroad tracks
Ain't that
were
funny
laid to
though?
new town
Ain't that
sites.
funny though? If these motherfuckers they want brick and stone and they start building brick and stones, look at now. Every single fucking house that's built is out of wood. Same thing. How come all of our houses ain't built out of fucking brick and stone?
With 100,
Why ain't all of our houses built out of brick and
with
stone?
100%,
Why ain't all of
with
our houses
100% more fire retardant materials
not
than
them
they
brick and
ever
stone?
had.
Not them brick and stone.
Just brick and stone isn't
You can't fire that.
fast fucking
fire
producing
it.
like
But it's also
you
cold.
can't. Well, that as long as you got a brick foundation, you're good. You rebuild.
Right. The brick is part of the foundation.
Exactly. By 1889, the population of South Dakota was large enough to warrant statehood, and on November 2nd, 1889, the Dakota Territory became the states of North and South Dakota.
Yep. Okay. All right. Well, in 1891, the railroad connected the town to the outside world. They're like, hey, guys, guess what?
But hey, you know this town you've been here in Deadwood? It ain't
we-
outside the world
They're
no
like-
more.
For the past, 4 months, people there were like, we've been hearing noises. But as far as we're allowed to
All-
go, we can't see anything.
All we can hear is tink,
And then
tink.
And then one day they're
Poor-
like,
poor
boss,
little-
that noise I've been telling you about for the last 2.5 years, I finally see something. Shit's coming this way. It's weird.
And they're like, poor little tink tink.
Poor little Tink Tank. And then when they got there, they welcomed them with open arms. Welcome.
Tink
Welcome,
tink.
Tink
Welcome,
Tank.
tink tink.
Welcome, Tink Tank. So like, I got to keep on going to other Tink Tank places. Isn't that? Being a fucking railroad fucking installer, dude.
Just you lay a fucking. You
You're
just
starting
keep laying.
towns. You're like the starter of a town, basically. You should be named as founder of towns. You put a fucking railroad through that, and their town fucking instantly went up. You should be a founder of that town.
Well,
Say,
not instantly.
you built the railroad. It's gonna be instantly because trains coming through. Done. Even if it's a little tiny town with like fucking say 40 people, you put a railroad in that bitch. You put that railroad.
But is
in.
there going to be a stop?
Yeah, every fucking little town, at least 50 people will say, right? There's a
I don't think so. You're not going to have a stop for a town of 50 people.
I would say.
Nah.
Yeah.
You might be living near the railroad, but if you ain't got a water
Maybe
source,
not 50 people.
if you're not,
I would say like 200 people. Say 200.
if you don't have a water source or anything like
Right.
that, and it
I'd
just
say-
happens to go by a railroad, like
I'd
who's
say
gonna
200
go
people.
there anyway?
I'd say 200 people is a good little town on the way to stop for a train back then. 200 people, that's a lot. They're going to want supplies. You're going to make some money. That's 200 people making money. A train's coming with supplies. They're going to stop there.
I mean, it's not like a train could stop every 10 miles, though,
Why not?
because that would defeat the purpose of being efficient, like trains are.
It wouldn't.
It
Because
was-
it still get 10 miles faster than the fucking...
10 miles would be
horse.
10 minutes. You're going to be literally stopping every 10 minutes. That's
Yeah,
the dumbest
it'd be
thing I've
faster
ever.
than a horse.
No.
Be faster than a horse.
Hell no. Stop the train, unload all their fucking shit or all their people, and
Right.
then choo, 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 choo,
Take another...
choo,
Take another probably...
choo, 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 choo.
Doom, doom, then you're good.
And then you got to do that again. And by the time you go to the choo, 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 you're like choo, 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 fucking slowing it down. No, that'd be dumb.
No, you'd be
Dumb.
fucking flying for a
Dumb.
good...
Not every town's gonna have a fucking stop. Whether you're on you can build a town on a fucking railroad track, but unless you got like 5,000 people or something, you're not gonna have a fucking train stop. It'd be dumb.
Well, not like 200 people, no, because there's a lot of little towns with 200 people. I'm saying like, yeah, like your town with like maybe 2,000-3,000.
If you're not on the water, basically, you're not getting a fucking.
If you're
stop.
not on the water, if you're not on the main
Or-
route,
exactly.
or main route, yeah, sure. But usually those main routes are going to deliver out to other routes, so you're good.
You'd still have to.
But
If you're going into town at a small town, you'd have to stop 10, 20 miles away to take a horse to your town because your train ain't stopping there.
the train is stopping there.
Oh,
I'll say it trains I'll say a fucking good solid town back in the day was about good every 50 miles. Every 50 miles. That's about a day and a half ride. What's the next town? About a day and a half ride. He's about a day and a half ride away.
Yeah, 50 miles, not
Well,
every
50
fucking
miles.
10 miles, like I said.
Well, every 10 miles is kind of funky. But you're not going to have little big sediments like that. It wasn't like that until later on. Horses back in these days, you're getting sediments every 50 to 100 miles, I would say. I'd say every 50. I'd say every 20. I'd say every 20 miles, probably. 20 miles is a long time on horse. Figure that's from me to you.
In the West, yeah. But
That's me to you. Imagine me getting on a horse.
East,
Imagine me getting
in
on a
the
horse
East
and
at
riding
the-
to your house.
But in the East at this time, though,
Imagine me getting on
in
a
the
horse and
East
riding to your
at
house.
this time,
How long
though,
would you
there's
think it'll take?
fucking, there's towns right next to each other.
How long do you think it to get? I think it'll take me about 5 hours to get to your house on a horse. Probably not even that. Probably about 3 hours. Probably about 3 hours. Not even that. If it takes 45 minutes in the car, I think I'll get to your house in about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
A
on
bike
horse.
ride would be about an hour and a half. So
Right.
think of a bike ride.
Right. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So it's nothing.
Nothing.
Day and a half ride on a horse is probably from here to fucking Tennessee.
Well,
I'll say.
we already know it wouldn't be here from here to Deadwood since that's what it takes in a car.
All right. What do you think it takes for riding on a bike from Saginaw to fucking Orlando? I think it'll take 2 days.
Probably like 4 days.
I don't think it'll take 4 days.
Yeah. But either or, now that fucking dang sidetracked us once again, in 1891, the railroad connected the town to the outside world. The Fremont, Elkhorn, and Missouri Valley Railroad helped bring the community together as a civic entity. The railroad also brought people to the area from various ethnic groups, among whom were numerous Chinese immigrants who helped to build the railroad. And if you guys actually did see the series Deadwood on HBO, you would realize that there was a Chinatown in Deadwood, and Mr. Al Swearingen, at least in the television series, maybe not confirmed in real life, but when people got out of hand, guess where they went? They went to the piggies. They got eaten by the piggies. Could you guys imagine being fucking... I mean, I guess you're already dead, though, right? So what the fuck does it matter at that point? At that point, what does it matter? Somebody could put you through a fucking meat grinder or a fucking wood chipper. What does it matter at that point, right? Now you're piggy food. They're gonna shit you out. Bones. Little tiny bone fragments. Shitting out of their asshole. Pig food. Pig food. Could you imagine your body being fucking shit out by a pig? But like I was saying, like, does it matter, though? After you're dead? After you're dead, does it really matter what fucking happens to your body anyways?
No, because you
at
don't
this
fucking
point,
know anyway. Let that fucking pig eat you.
yeah,
I guess.
the Chinese.
As long as you ain't alive while that pig's eating you.
well, right, that's what I'm saying.
That suck.
But
usually
if
you're
you
dead.
watch the series,
usually you're dead and they just throw you in the old pig fucking trotter and they fucking
if
get
you watch
dead.
this Deadwood series, you would know that fucking. I don't think in the series anybody got ate alive, did they?
No, they were dead.
Yeah, so-
But the pig eats the bones and all that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, doesn't mean that they don't digest them fully.
Right. And how do you get rid of that evidence?
Unless somebody's digging through pig shit, I think you'd be all right.
It makes it seem like once you feed them to the pigs, there's like nothing left. When they poop, it's gonna be like a little stream in the dirt.
Maybe stomach acid of the
They
pig
break it
actually
out?
dissolves the fucking bones.
Everything fucking
Maybe.
out, right? Well, we have to look into that. What can a pig handle? Pigs eat anything, dude. They're fucking pigs. That's why they're
Anything.
fucking called pigs.
That's why they call it. That's
right?
why they're called.
They can digest anything. They just eat. They just eat shit whole.
That's why they're called hogs.
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 The hogs.
Hogs.
Fucking hogs. You fucking hog. What are you doing, you fucking hog? I'm a hog. You're a hog. No, I'm a hog.
Hog.
I'm a hog.
Oh no. Oh no. My bread is soggy.
It's soggy.
It's
It's soggy.
soggy.
It's soggy.
Soggy.
Is it soggy or
it's
soggy?
It's a soggy hoagie.
Is it soggy
My
or
hoagie
soggy?
is soggy.
Is it soggy?
It's
Is it soggy?
Soggy.
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 Sog.
Sa.
Just like foggy. Foggy.
Foggy. It's foggy.
It's foggy.
Look at all that fog.
Look at all that fog.
It's
Yeah.
so foggy.
Hey, you fucking fog.
It's fucking foggy. It's so soggy and foggy. You fog.
Oh, the fog is making me so. It's so foggy. It's making me soggy.
Soggy.
Doggy.
Soggy.
Hey, don't pet my dog.
Don't pet my dog. What do you do with pet my dog when there's so much fog?
Hey, you want to play Pogs and the dog? You want to play Pogs and the hogs? Wait, you want to play Pog? You want to play with my Pog and the fog? You pet my dog.
You can pet my dog. My dog.
Hey, Hey,
You want to pet my dog?
my hog lives in the bog.
You're going to see my hog? Cause the sock, dog, walk. You know you want to see my dog because the sock, walk, dog. In the mall. Yep.
Napkins.
Yep. You know, Chinese managers establish district of fire.
No, that's not the paragraph.
Hundreds of Chinese. All right. Well, hundreds of Chinese came to the Black Hills looking to work in the mines or to commerce. They're like,
I think you thinking of commerce as converse.
commerce. That's what it
No,
says.
they didn't come to converse.
I said commerce.
Commerce.
Commerce. The commerce.
Do you know what commerce is?
Yeah, the commerce. The fucking do things. Get shit going. I want to commerce.
To sell some goods,
Right.
man.
I want to fucking get your fucking we're coming to get you. We're coming to boost. We're coming to boost your fucking what do they call it? Boost your fucking
Economy.
yeah, boost your economy boosters, man.
The commercials.
Yeah, look at these comedy fucking
Comedy.
comedy. Look at this community fucking boosters. Come on, you guys.
Look
No.
at these commerce
I'm a
abusers.
commercer, not a community booster.
Commercer.
Basically, what they were little seeds that the government sent out to places.
Or just people.
After a while, I think so. After a certain city or something got to, or a certain little town got to a certain fucking amount of publication, right? Let's say 2,000 people. I believe that the fucking government sent out, or somebody sent out people that were commercers.
Commercers. Commerce.
These are guys.
We hired these bunch of commercers.
These are these. Think about it. You got some fucking no-name guys who come in all weary with 35 horses and 17 people and basically a house.
What you here for, boy?
Basically a house. And he's like, we're going to put this house up and I'm going to sell you things and we're going to become rich.
What you here for, boy?
Right.
To commerce.
Commerce.
Well, I'll be. Why didn't you say so? Get
There's
your
gonna be-
ass over here,
there's
boy.
about 3 or 4 more of them behind me, but they're just passing through.
They ain't commercing here.
No.
They ain't commercing here. They're just traversing here.
Traversing to
They're
commerce.
just traversing.
They're traversing
They're
to commercing.
They're just traversing to check out your guys' commercing.
Let's check out my commercing.
To help me. They're just conversing. They're just
It's just a documentary.
they're-
We're getting documented to see how everything goes.
they're just traversing to help me to help with my commercing. And then they're gonna
We're all going to be connected together. They know I'm here. I know where they're going. Commercing. Commercing. Hundreds of Chinese came to looking for work. Hundreds and hundreds of Chinese came to the Black Hills looking for work in the mines or the commerce.
yeah.
Many settled in Deadwood, where they sought work in restaurants,
Of course.
laundries,
Yep.
and stores,
Mm-hmm.
or even liveries and little farms and all that shit, right?
Better known as commerceries.
Exactly. By the end of the 1800s, though, Deadwood
No.
had a Chinatown. They're like, town.
Not only the 1800s, but the 1880s specifically.
By the end of the 1880s, Deadwood had a Chinatown.
It did.
Yeah, am I reading that right?
Remember,
I read it clearly.
remember I just said
Deadwood
that?
had a Chinatown.
Oh man, this is gonna be a nightmare to edit.
Which was the northern end, present day Main Street. So Chinatown was like, right? We just said fucking Chinese were like fucking boom, boom, boom.
They were there, hence
Fucking-
why it's called
And
Chinatown.
they're like, dude, we gotta give them something.
Well,
we'll
give them
that.
something. The Chinese managed to establish a district and a fire department for themselves, but
Right.
struggled in nearly every part of society.
Right.
Often denied equality in a dominantly Caucasian community, the members of Chinatown strive for recognition as
Strive.
citizens of Deadwood.
They did,
All
too.
too often, they were subjected to the suspicion and hostility of the whites.
Damn, fucking whites.
Fucking white people.
Well, Deadwood gradually evolved from a wild frontier town to a prosperous commercial center, due in part to the construction of that
that aforementioned railroad,
very, very, very important railroad,
which provided more commerce.
which provided, dude. I mean, it provided everything. It's like having a fucking wire, fucking ran from to the telephone wire to your house when you move in or build a house that connects your television screen or your radio network. Your fucking it's a main, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Or like a lifeline.
Right.
I get it.
That railroad is the lifeline to that town.
Mm-hmm.
That's better than a horse coming in every 2 days. Postal service come on train now,
Stagecoach.
right?
Hey, Stagecoach will be here in a week, so don't you eat all those biscuits.
Right. What was faster, stagecoach or fucking the train?
I think we 100% know the answer to that.
We don't know.
There's a reason why fucking the country took off when train fucking tracks started.
Exactly. And that's where stagecoach were like, still popular.
They're like, damn.
They're still popular. But
They're like, damn, all I can do is traverse the wild country now. There ain't no train tracks out here.
Stagecoach, you can have somebody comes directly to you. When you go to train, you got to travel a good day and a half to the train station.
I think pretty much stagecoaches are probably obsolete by 1885.
Yeah, I don't think so, but I think it'll be like early 1900s.
Stagecoaches?
Yes, because all these still small towns are still miles away from where the train's going to stop.
I mean, maybe in the west, but not fucking
Anywhere.
anywhere else in America.
Anywhere.
Hell
They're
no.
still miles away.
Dude, you got to think
A
even
good day ride.
you got to think
It'd be
even
a good day
you got to
ride.
think even by this time that we're talking about the east from
They weren't
fucking
having trains going every fucking
from
place.
the east.
It'll be about a good hour. It'll be a good an hour. It'll be a good fucking 6-7 hour ride on horse.
From the Mississippi River east, everything was connected by a fucking
It
railroad.
was a half a day's ride to the train station at least. Wherever you lived, a half day's ride, I'll say. Wherever you lived, it was about a half a day's drive, unless you're out in the fucking boondocks.
In 1885.
I'll say about
in
a half a day.
1885.
Yeah,
No.
yeah,
I doubt it.
yeah. About half a day's horse to a fucking nearest fucking station. Yes, major cities. They ain't going into little piece of shits. If you're on a fucking route,
Didn't you just argue for that earlier that they should?
they should because they're on the route. A lot of them are on the route. They just don't stop, so they have to travel. A lot of them have a little community.
So by your logic,
on the route.
So by your logic,
the
planes.
train passes by them.
So by your logic,
They
planes.
see the train.
So by your logic,
They
planes.
see the train pass by, but they don't stop.
So by your logic, planes should stop at every little fucking nook and cranny that they fucking go by.
It's totally different because we got cars now, and it'll take us an hour and a half. It'll take me an hour and a half maybe to get Flint on a car, but it'll take me 9 hours on a horse. It'll take me 4 hours on a horse. It'll take me 4 hours on a horse.
Still pretty good.
It'll take me fucking 9 hours walking.
Good,
Probably.
because you know what?
Take me 9
I feel
hours
like
walking.
I feel like a 4-hour trip on horseback would make you think a lot more than just driving fucking 30 minutes in a car. Maybe that's why people back then weren't so quick to judge to fucking and jump to conclusions because they had that fucking
Right.
space to think while
Right.
they're traveling. And now
Right.
people are just zoom, 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 in and out, here, there, there, there. It takes fucking 2 seconds to get to here, 2
Right.
seconds to do that. And now
Right.
people don't fucking have it in their mind to actually have a
Right.
moment and a fucking
Right.
thought in their head to
You can-
themselves to
you
think
can-
things through
you can
and
wake
think
up-
about things a little bit
You
more.
can wake up and have breakfast in Boston,
And by the end of the day,
eat-
you're partying in LA.
eat lunch in Detroit, and have dinner in LA.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
And do it over again.
And the next day, go back to
Yeah.
fucking New York. 2 days.
Breakfast in LA.
Yep.
Lunch in Detroit or Chicago. If you want to switch it up, stop in Chicago, get some lunch, and go back to New York.
What are you, Donald Trump?
And avoid China.
Get some lunch.
And avoid China.
Avoid Chinatown.
I mean, we're doing very good.
Best testing in the world.
The leadership that we have now is they're pretending to
That,
lead.
that rain is coming down, son. We need to get this.
Pretending to
We
lead.
need to get this done.
What are we doing still? And we're still doing this? Although the community primarily focused on its gold mining industry, Deadwood became the place where people traveled in the Black Hills to conduct their business. They're like, I mean, it was like, dude.
every time. It doesn't matter. Every sentence, every sentence that you read, after every sentence, you're like, they're like,
This is like the biggest town. People are gonna stop and fucking chill. Shit's gonna get through here, right? You know what I mean? Things are going on. Things are happening. You can pass through and have good times, or you can stay here. Things are going. It's a major fucking. It's like a rest stop as you're driving to, like, if you're driving from here to Florida. They got rest stops, right, in each state. It's basically what Deadwood was.
Well, not in each state. If you're driving anywhere, they have rest stops every fucking like hours? 10 miles or something.
Right. So, I mean,
well, Deadwood moved forward into the 20th century, but the image of the Wild West town has always lingered due to past events and the individuals responsible for making the town into a legend.
Right.
As Deadwood moved forward, the gambling and prostitution establishments were still considered essential businesses.
Oh.
However, the new century brought new beliefs and ideas, and the gambling and prostitution came under attack.
And when? 1919?
From the reformers, from the 20th century, 1900s. They came under attack from reformers who believed that the two were partly responsible for causing social problems, such as drunkenness and poverty.
I would say so, right?
These reformers also supported the temperance movement that was sweeping the country, meaning people shouldn't be drinking alcohol or smoking cigarettes.
Well, it was more like, let's control it.
That's the temperance movement.
Right. Well, in 1919, the United States government had passed the Prohibition Act, banning the sale and distribution of alcohol.
Didn't say you can't make it, though.
Right. Well, sale and distribution. Yeah.
Sale and distribution. You make it for private consumption.
During the Roaring 20s,
Ooh, roaring.
gaming
big band days.
Gaming became illegal,
Yeah.
but continued to operate behind closed doors.
Speakeasies, baby. Go to local speakeasy.
There was gambling, there was drinking, there was anything.
Whores, there was everything.
It was the same thing.
Everything. It was an underground bar, basically.
It was underground America.
Yeah.
With the repeal of the Prohibition Act in 1935, gambling once again flourished in Deadwood until 1947, when it was officially closed.
Now, let me just point out here, they mean gambling as in, like, poker and shit like that.
Right.
Prostitution remained a business until the 1950s,
Wow.
when the state's attorney shut down many of the brothels. The last one to close was Pam's Purple Door in 1980.
Damn. 1980.
While gambling and prostitution establishments closed, Deadwood became the only city in the United States to be named a National Historic Landmark in 1964.
That's pretty fucking sweet.
Meaning the whole fucking city.
Right, it's a landmark right now.
You cannot touch anything in that
Nothing.
city. You can't knock down a building.
No.
You can't fucking build. You can't
Right.
knock down a building,
It's
build
government.
a whole new fucking
It's a government city.
a big ass casino like
Right.
fucking. You can't do that.
It's a government city.
Protected.
That's cool. We got to go. We're going. We're going to bring a show live. It's going to be a
From
live.
could you imagine a live show from Deadwood?
It's going to be a
dude?
live
That would
bang
be
dang
fucking
show from
sweet.
Deadwood, guys. We're
In
gonna have like a little ride
In
along. Like a little ride along
if
thing.
if Dang hurries up, in the fucking we'll do it from the Bollock Hotel, which we'll have more on that
Yeah.
after this story is over, because the Bollock Hotel is actually pretty famous ghost site.
Actually,
so
yeah, I think that's our trip for this summer, guys. We should do it.
we'll see.
It'll cost about $3,000, maybe.
Probably more.
About $3,000
Yeah, we can get away with 1,000.
with gas, and that's it.
Yeah, we'll spend like $200 on gas,
All right, and food. Yeah, we can get away about 1,000 there and back.
not including what we would spend there. So maybe about 2,000 apiece,
I'll take that. $4,000
depending on
for you guys. I'll do anything.
all 9 of our listeners. I love
All
you guys.
9 of our listeners.
I love you guys.
We'll fucking put our life savings and then go on a stupid trip to Deadwood. That'd be awesome.
Could you imagine doing a podcast
In Deadwood?
in
Deadwood.
the let's keep reading, because we'll
Right.
go back. We'll go back to this once we read about the
Right.
Bollock Hotel. So.
Right. Well, during the 1980s, the question of gaming resurfaced, and a petition was introduced to reinstate the gaming in Deadwood.
Okay.
In 1986, local business owners agreed to lobby for legalized gaming to create economic development for the community. They're like, dude, we're not growing. We're
I
stagnant.
mean, we have a lot of historic sites here,
Right.
but people are
Right.
just You're not spending money here. We need people to
Right,
stop and
where
fucking
the
stay.
government, I think the government was more behind that. They're like, dude, we're giving you so much money here, nothing's happening. You haven't evolved. We're hoping our little help from, our little money will help you guys evolve. Nobody's coming. So,
Well, it's a common theme for fucking Wild West cities to become gambling.
Right.
A lot of the Old West cities that are famous,
Right.
you go there and 80% of their buildings are fucking casinos.
Right.
It's just,
It's crazy. Well, as gaming moved through the state legislature, the Deadwood City Commission established the Historic Preservation Commission in 1987 to oversee the restoration of historic sites in the community, which means we're about to get rich, motherfuckers.
in
and you guys
1988,
are going to be poor.
the Gaming Issue Initiative was put on the state ballot. It passed with a 64% vote.
64, that's not very good.
That's a majority.
Yeah,
So
but is it?
64%, yeah.
But
that's
is it?
good.
I guess.
64 fucking 36. That's good.
Yeah.
64% of the vote was authorized to begin on November 1st, 1989. The introduction of gaming has I was going to say gambling. I was going to say gambling. The introduction of gaming has enabled Deadwood to preserve its historic buildings.
Yes.
Number one, the money from the gambling
Right.
is fucking keeping the buildings alive.
Right. And you got employment. That's also.
And it dramatically increased tourism. The lure of gaming is not the only draw to Deadwood people. Wait.
What the fuck are you doing?
The lure of gaming is not the only draw to Deadwood people. The lure of gaming is not the only draw to Deadwood. People are also fascinated by its unique, colorful
Right.
history.
There's been a comma between Deadwood and people.
Yeah.
Well, the ownership of the Black Hills is still in question, guys. We don't know. Like, who's the owner? Like, we don't know. We don't know. Well, the Supreme Court decision that attempted to settle the issue by paying the Lakota tribes for the land was not accepted by all of the tribes. They're like,
I would probably say the Lakota are probably the ones
Right.
that didn't
the
accept it.
Sioux were like, yeah, I don't think so, guys.
Sioux and Lakota are the same, but
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
Crow,
saying.
the
That's what I'm
fucking the
saying.
other guys are probably like,
Right.
yeah, we'll take it.
Probably, but the Sioux were
Because
like,
we already established in Battle of Little
Right,
Bighorn, the
right.
Crow were working with the fucking U.S. Army
right. Well,
against the
those little
Lakota
guys-
anyway.
The Sioux fucking, they knew.
The Cheyenne were
The
probably
Sioux,
like,
the Sioux was like the United States of America to these guys, to all these other tribes.
yeah, I get it.
So they were like, no. So many of the Lakota are still trying to gain ownership of the land sacred to them. So,
Which is evidenced
so-
by the recent
Right.
pipelines
Right.
in the fucking
And that's why you
in
have
South Dakota and all the Black
a
Hills and
lot
all
of
that
these
shit
other
recently.
Indian tribes, like we just mentioned, are like, they're giving up,
They're just like, hey man,
Do what you're going to do.
hey, too many people got slaughtered.
Yeah. And then when the Sioux comes around, they're like, hey, man, we tried. Hopefully they don't kill me.
Well, that's the end of our Deadwood town history, but we got a bonus of
I mean,
sorts.
that's the end of it. We did all of it.
Yeah, that's just it, man.
What?
They're now a gambling town.
There's nothing after that.
No, they're
That
now
was
a
the last of
gambling.
the show.
Yeah, but
What?
like I said, for a bonus as of sorts, for
What do you mean
anybody.
that was it? We didn't even we didn't even end it.
What are you talking about? We're still doing it.
You said that was the end.
End of the history of it.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's the end of the whole fucking.
No, not the episode. Yeah, but for anyone interested in ghost stories, like I said earlier, this is one about the famous Bollock Hotel.
Oh.
Today, the historic old mining town is a full-service small community full of historic buildings and sites.
Okay.
With its tourist attractions, Deadwood is again booming, although on a quieter scale.
Right.
Nearby Lead, I think it's Lead or Lead, is home to the fabulous Homestake Mine, which we discussed earlier, America's largest underground gold mine. It is still active and still dominates the economy of Lead or Lead, whatever it is.
Oh shit. Well, after their hardware store was burned down in 1879, Bollock, along with his partner Soul Star,
Hey, there's still look at Soul Star finally gets a mention of in this
Right.
bitch.
Then decided to build Deadwood's finest hotel over the original store and the warehouse.
Yep.
Hauling
So they're
in-
like,
yeah,
you know what?
let's do.
This is the second time fire swept through this fucking city. Let's build a marvelous hotel.
So
Get
these guys
people
were like
coming
fucking bam. So he was actually in fucking competition with fucking Swange, and
here. Yeah, I think Sweargen left in like 1899 or something.
yeah, he was still there.
A fire destroyed Swearinger's
But he came
hotel
back, but
3
they
times.
came back.
3 times.
Yeah.
The first 2 times he rebuilt, and then in like 1899 it destroyed it again. He left town, and that's when he fucking got killed in the middle of the street.
Yep, should never have left town.
Idiot.
Should never have left town. Well, anyway, Bullock and Starr decided to build the finest hotel in Deadwood over the original store in the warehouse, hauling in a native pink and white sandstone from Andrews Quarry in Boulder Canyon. The work of the building, the Italianate style hotel, began. So it was like a fucking beautiful fucking construction.
Yeah.
These guys are gonna be like, hey, this is where you're gonna want to fucking.
They said
this is where you're gonna want to be in Deadwood.
they said they wanted it to be the finest hotel.
Right. Well, when it was complete, it boasted a restaurant that could seat 100 people, which is a lot, and offered such delicacies as pheasant and lobster.
Look, could you imagine pheasant being a delicacy?
So like, what do you got? We got pheasant. We got
and
lobster.
we got like, oh shit, sign me up.
We got steak. We got fucking. I
Oh,
guarantee
they had all that shit.
Oh, man,
The
dude.
large lobby featured red velvet carpeting, brass chandeliers, oak trim, and a Steinway grand piano. Upstairs, the 63 rooms were furnished with oak dressers and brass beds. Damn, that's so fucking classy for the
Dude.
times. Each floor had a bathroom. Oh shit, and a library and parlor.
Oh man.
And a library and parlor were located off the balcony.
Oh, okay.
In no time
On
at
each
all.
floor?
No, just
Oh, okay.
or just off the balcony. Well, maybe.
I hope not.
Maybe you could get to the balcony and get down there, either or. In no time at all, the hotel was the most sought-after luxury hotel of its time. In 1900, a small building that adjoined the hotel on the south was obtained by Bullock, which served as a gentleman's bar.
Oh, no
So he made his
shit.
own fucking bar that came off of it.
And then own brothel.
Wow, I don't know about that.
Gentleman's bar. What do you think that is? Well, Seth Bullock died of cancer on September 23rd, 1919.
Poor guy.
At his ranch near Belle Forge, Dakota, just by fucking.
Belle Forge,
Deadwood.
it's a town, but he founded it.
All right. He was buried on the high trail to the White Rocks
Right.
above Mount Moriah Cemetery.
Right.
The gravesite facing toward Mount Roosevelt across the gulch was selected for its view
Yep.
of Friendship Tower, a view since obscured by a half a century growth of ponderosa pines. So,
He was overlooking the town,
right, he was
basically.
overlooking everything.
However,
Everything. He was overlooking everything.
according to dozens of reports, Seth Bullock continues to play host at his beloved hotel. All manner of strange occurrences has happened at the historic hotel, according to both staff and guests. Reports include feelings of a strong paranormal presence inside several of the rooms and in the hallways of the second and third floors, as well in Bowley's restaurant and in Seth's cellar.
I mean, I can see it. All depends on where did he die. Where did it say he died?
At his home,
So it wasn't there.
which was outside of Deadwood,
Yeah,
but
so no.
he built it. That was his baby, though.
Yeah, your soul ain't gonna go somewhere else. Your soul's gonna stay where
You
you're
can
at.
go wherever you want.
Don't go that way.
You can go wherever you want.
It don't work that way.
Wherever your soul's not put to rest at, basically.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Maybe. I doubt it. Say wherever your body's at, that's where you're haunting.
Definitely not.
Why not?
Go wherever you want, man.
I don't think so.
Go wherever you want.
You probably could, but no.
Yeah.
Oh, many guests have reported hearing their name called out
No.
by a male voice.
No. What are you doing?
Apparently, Seth's ghost wants to ensure that others have reported actually seeing
Yeah,
the
gotta
tall.
restart it. Come on.
Well, others have reported actually seeing the tall, ghostly figure of Bullock in various areas of the hotel, including the restaurant and the basement. Apparently, Seth's ghost wants to ensure that the staff is working hard.
He's like, motherfuckers,
Right, yeah.
I want you to fucking treat my guests just like fucking I
Right.
want to do.
Right. As paranormal events tend to increase when staff members stand idle, whistle, or hum a tune.
He's like,
Oh.
don't you
Yeah,
have
oh,
a good time
hell
and whistle.
No. Ain't something. Get the fuck back to work, you son bitch. Plates and glasses have been known to shake and take flight in the restaurant. Lights and appliances turn on and off by themselves. Items are inexplicably moved by unseen hands, and showers turn on seemingly of their own accord. So there's anything that could fucking
Anything that could happen.
anything could happen.
Many
Well,
guests have reported hearing their name called out by a male voice when no one is present or have been tapped on the shoulder by unseen hands. Others have heard whistling well, he can whistle, but the other motherfuckers can't.
Right.
Others have heard whistling, and many report the sounds of footsteps in the hallways when no one is there.
I don't know about noises.
I mean, you never know, man.
I'm thinking about noises. Not gonna be noises.
Mind plays tricks on you sometimes, man.
Maybe.
If you're going there, put it this way. If
I don't
you're
know
going,
about noises, but something like.
put it this way.
I feel if something.
Put it this way.
brushes ya.
Put it this way. If you're going there for the experience of, oh, this is a haunted hotel, then your mind's already going to be. It's in your mind and it's playing tricks on you that you heard something or
yeah, for sure.
So mind. I mean, come on. My mind is a powerful thing.
Imagine if right now, if we're sitting here and we both seen it, like something just popped up.
Well, that would be 100% different. Yeah.
What do you think we would do? I'd be gone in 2.5 seconds.
I wouldn't be gone, but I'd be like, dude, did you fucking see? I'd probably sit here and be like, dude, did you fucking see that? As long as he wasn't like rushing at me or something.
No, if it was just a boom, you know what I mean? Just a boom, like say it's fucking boom right there. That was it. We're just sitting here. I think
You're talking about an orb, which we can't see.
I think I'll probably just
Unless it was on camera.
But
like a shadowy
something.
dark figure or something, then yeah,
and
maybe.
say this did this. Say this went like this. I'm sitting here.
Or like
And this goes.
or like one of those fucking bottles fucking flew off the fucking thing or
That, or
something.
something like that.
Or like it got hit violently and it hit the fucking side of the garage wall or something. I mean, yeah, I'd be like.
Or the lawnmower started.
If the lawnmower started, that'd be pretty impressive. I'd be like, hold on, dude, turn it off and turn it on again, because that would be fucking great.
What if the guitar goes? That'd be fucked up.
That would be freaky as fuck.
The guitar just went.
I think the guitar going boom would be freakier than the fucking lawnmower
I
started.
don't know how that. If the lawnmower just started.
If the lawnmower started, I'd be like, well, damn, but like a creepy.
What do you mean if the lawnmower just started? You'd be like, damn.
But a creepy on the fucking guitar, that would be way more creepier than the lawnmower starting, dude. I don't know. I'd be way more freaked out.
No, if the lawnmower just started right now, we'd be like, we both just look at it and probably like, what the fuck?
But if that happened, we'd probably be like, freak the fuck out.
You ain't getting.
Freak the fuck out.
Because if that tractor just started, we would think about it for a minute.
Like,
it'll take us a minute.
Like, what the fuck? They're
And
like,
we'll shut off and then we'll freak out.
Is that like, yeah, right. But if that happened, then be like,
right. Because anything can happen with that.
There's electricity and shit like that. Like,
just boom,
there's, something could happen.
Something happened.
But that, no.
There's no reason. It went boom. Oh, I agree. There's no fucking way, right? Why don't you look that up, Jamie? Let's check that out. Well, in both the second and third floor rooms, guests have reported a number of strange occurrences, including photographs that produce strange anomalies, alarm clocks that go off even when they're unplugged, televisions that seemingly operate with unseen hands, cloudy figures seen in rooms and hallways, and even an antique clock that hasn't been functioning in years that chimes on its own accord. The Bullock Hotel has been the subject of the once popular TV show Unsolved Mysteries.
Okay, well, over the years, the historic Bullock Hotel has undergone several renovations to upgrade the hotel with modern amenities. However, it loyally maintains its historic appearance and grandeur. Today, the hotel is the most photographed building in Deadwood and still provides the most luxurious historical accommodations in the area. The historic Bullock Hotel and Casino offers historic deluxe accommodations, 24-hour gaming, the Gentleman's Bar, fine dining at Bowley's Restaurant, and Seth's Cellar for weddings, meetings, banquets, and more. The Bullock Hotel offers a ghost tour for those who want to hear more of the story and see the places where paranormal activity has occurred. So that's your history of Deadwood from beginning to up to now, and also a little bonus treat
I
of
think there's like a lot of stuff that's missing there that needs to be.
I mean,
that needs to be fucking.
I researched multiple websites that had the history of Deadwood, and they all basically said the same thing that we just fucking covered. I think the Bullock Hotel shit was more interesting than the actual town itself, but
yeah,
either or.
That's what I'm saying. What happened with that and Swearingen and all that shit? I mean, something's happened. You're gonna tell me that Swearingen and the other guy allowed the guys to fuck them and take over, right? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I mean,
What's happening?
it was a town, man. It's not like the movie. It's not like the fucking TV series where, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I mean, come on. They were all just operating. There was plenty of room for horrors all around.
All right. Those horrors everywhere.
Horrors everywhere.
The horrors galore. Horrors galore.
But a little fun tidbit on Swearinger is that he would fucking promise chicks like a part in because his fucking bar was actually a brothel / variety hall. So they would have like shows and shit.
Right.
And they were like, you come here, you can be in our shows and blah, blah, blah. And then once they got there, it was basically like a form of fucking slavery.
Yeah, but
He forced them to fucking be fucking whores. So Swearinger was a dick.
I mean, but I told you come here, you'd be a whore, but you can.
No, he never said that. He said, you come here, you can fucking be a star in our show, in our variety shows. And then once they got there, no variety shows for them. He fucking forced them to be whores.
Well, what he should have said, if you come here, you're gonna be a whore, and then we will.
Well,
let you,
he didn't.
We'll let you.
That's
we'll
why.
let you.
That's
fucking,
why. That's why chicks got there off of false pretenses, and Swearinger was a dick.
I mean, come on.
He probably deserved to be
if
murdered
you're a
in
chick
the middle
and you
of
go
the street.
there, you're an idiot to even think that. That's legit. Everybody knows you go to a bar or anything like that, you're gonna be a whore. You're not gonna go there to fucking. You're not gonna go there to fucking.
Not people. Not chicks
You're not
from.
gonna go there.
Not chicks from the east, because that's where he was getting it from. You remember at this time the east was already established, dude. Classy towns.
So they're like, oh, why would this guy do anything like that? He just wants me to. He just wants me to come. Oh,
he
what's
just wants
this?
me to perform.
Oh, no, I see 27 penises today. Oh,
I've only been here for 2 hours. But yeah, that was the history of Deadwood. Plus a little bonus fucking spooky haunted story of the Bullock Hotel.
Story.
Which brings me to my next point. Imagine if we go to Deadwood and end up at the Bullock Hotel and we do a podcast in the dark.
That'd be great.
From one of the fucking rooms.
Can we go into the Bullock Hotel and sleep in it?
Yes. It's a hotel / casino.
Wait, you can. All right, still today?
Yes, it still stands.
Oh, no shit.
It's the oldest
Can
building.
we find out
in
where Bullock's room was and all that, and get the closest room to his fucking?
I don't think he had a specific room, but it's.
He had to have
we
something.
just established that they heard noises on the second and third floor, so all we have to do is go on either the second or third floor. It doesn't matter.
Well, if it's higher than 3 floors, I would say anything higher than 3 floors has nothing to do with anything. But back then, it would be at least 2 floors for fucking Bullock, right? He didn't have no 3 fucking story hotel. That was back then. No, you're lucky to have 2. Have a 2-story, you're fucking great. 3-story, holy shit.
That's the Bullock Hotel.
Yeah, but that could be 3-story from the get-go. They don't look like it's added on at all.
The bottom. This is the original building. Yes.
The whole
original building. Yes. Yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for Deadwood episode. Maybe we'll visit there. Maybe we'll do a podcast from the Bullock Hotel.
You never know.
And
never know.
Have our experiences in the
fucking-
gambling town
that'd
of
be
what is
badass.
Deadwood.
That'd be
For now
badass.
and forever, we are the Mountain Michiganders.
Bang day!